Good evening, I'm Chasity Taylor, the brand new correspondent for Midnight Mayhem. Tonight I'm going to be joined by the ACPW heavyweight champion, Casey McKnight. And tonight he faces Zane Dawson, where it's Zane Dawson's last chance at the championship. Casey, how do you plan to retain your title yet again?
Chasity, you're new around here, and it's a pleasure to meet you, and I've heard a lot about you, and I'm glad you're here with us on Midnight Mayhem. But you're not familiar to our territory. You're not familiar to our world. Our universe here is based on war. Other universes out there may be aliens, there may be extraterrestrials. They could be based on whatever else, but this universe here tonight is based on war. Zane Dawson, you and I, one-on-one, one last time. You get your one opportunity at my heavyweight championship. Zane, for the last 6 months, I've been fighting you up and down the East Coast, up and down the Mid-Atlantic for this prize, the richest prize in the game. And do you know why it's the richest prize? Because I made it that way. And Zane, I cannot go to Tampa, I cannot go to Florida and allow you to tarnish this reputation. I cannot go to Tampa and allow you to take my belt and run rampant all over the Mid-Atlantic and tarnish the reputation that I've built up. Tonight, Zane Dawson, it ends. And remember this, only the dead have seen the end of the war, Zane. I'll see you tonight, buddy.
I will tell. My God! Look at that! You always get that in the live event. Oh, devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God!
Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go. Oh my God, look at this. The money clip out of nowhere. Welcome to Midnight Mayhem. Zane Dawson, your competitor, right there against Casey McKnight. Earlier, Chasity Taylor got to talk to him. This is what he had to say. Chasity, you're doing really great. I'm telling you, I'm so excited to have you on a Midnight Mayhem. We've got a huge main event tonight. I'm scared. You haven't met Zane yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Well, Zane's a guy that you don't want to mess with. So watch out for him when...
KC, this is my last chance. This is one last shot. KC, this is your last chance. I'm giving you a chance to leave. Go to Tampa. Go to WWE. This is your last chance. If you don't leave, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Casey McKnight, it's your last chance.
That is a man determined to get that ACPW Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Zane Dawson is taking on Casey McKnight. Harold Britt has got some words in this. He has got some emotional investment in this matchup, folks. Zane Dawson, Casey McKnight. This is going to be one hell of a match. Stay tuned. I guarantee it's going to be great. Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. The man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, Casey McKnight, the current ACPW heavyweight champion. He has got that great belt around his waist. Harold and Cheryl, if you will, giving him some moral support. Casey McKnight is a man that has defended that belt against Zane Dawson multiple times. Zane Dawson almost getting the upper hand with that devastating lariat that he uses to decapitate his opponents. Now tonight, Casey McKnight is going to be taking on Zane Dawson for the very last time. Casey McKnight soon going to Tampa, soon going to WWE. Casey McKnight is in this matchup. He is ready to leave with that beautiful belt under his tutelage right there. Casey McKnight, and a big lariat, my God! Zane Dawson already going for the decapitation right there, already going for that finishing maneuver. I think Zane Dawson may have that ACPW belt. This might be the quickest championship match we have ever had here on Midnight Mayhem. Look at, I don't even know if this match can start. Casey McKnight is not ready for this match to start now. He is knocked out. Looks like the ref is getting in his ear, making sure that KC is able to compete, but I have known KC for years. KC's not a man that's going to give up easily. Zane Dawson, Casey McKnight, this matchup is underway. The bell has rung, and Zane Dawson with a flurry of right hands and just choking Casey McKnight right there. He is ready to get that ACPW belt around his waist. But Casey McKnight still, he is not going to give up that belt easily. Zane Dawson choking McKnight. Wow, folks, I guarantee you this match is going to be very hard-hitting if Casey McKnight can even get in any offense in this matchup. Zane Dawson just firing with some brutal right hands. Zane Dawson with a brutal stomp to the back of Casey McKnight. Folks, if Casey McKnight wants to get in this match, if he wants to keep that belt around his waist, he's got to watch out for that lariat. He's got to watch out for those big boots. He's got to watch out for anything Zane Dawson has. Zane Dawson's a wild man in the ring. He's one of those, he's a loose cannon. Casey McKnight struggling to get back to his feet. And Zane Dawson still hammering away at the midsection of Casey McKnight. Folks, Brock Knox is on vacation this week. Let me tell you, this matchup that you're seeing right now is one of the biggest matchups we've ever had on Midnight Mayhem. Look at that double axe handle to the midsection and just working the midsection of Casey McKnight. Irish whip, Casey McKnight, big hit to the corner. Zane Dawson maybe setting up another lariat right there. Ooh, big splash. Folks, if Casey McKnight wants any sort of retribution in this matchup, he's going to have to do something to stop the momentum of Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson with the cover. 1, 2, Casey McKnight still the ACPW heavyweight champion. Wow, folks, this matchup you can only see on Midnight Mayhem. Casey McKnight, a man soon to be in the WWE. We're going to see a lot big and better things from this man right there, Casey McKnight. Zane Dawson, a man that we're going to see big and better things from. I'm not surprised if Zane Dawson gets a contract to WWE sometime in the near future. Though both men fighting from their feet. Zane Dawson reeling a little bit. Casey McKnight off the ropes. Zane Dawson with the back elbow. Casey McKnight still has it. This is a very rare occurrence, folks. I have never seen McKnight in a situation like this. McKnight is so out of it already that Casey is just, well, not quite out of it yet. Able to go under that lariat, trying to go for his crossface, and McKnight, there you go, using the matador-like technique of getting out of the way of that raging bull right there, and McKnight is outside the ring, finally getting some kind of momentum behind him. Finally, the tides are changing a little bit. Casey McKnight is able to get Zane Dawson in a precarious position. Look at that. He is working the left arm of Zane Dawson, the lariat arm of Zane Dawson. And McKnight is just, McKnight has to be like a scientist here. He has to be a technician. He has to take apart Zane Dawson piece by piece if he wants to keep that belt around his waist by the time he gets to Tampa. Very smart moves by Casey McKnight. Casey McKnight still working on that left arm of Zane Dawson. stomping it. Now, if Zane Dawson does not have a full-strength left arm, Zane Dawson will not be able to give another lariat in this matchup. Folks, I have seen Zane Dawson use that left arm to do some things that you don't even want to talk about. He has used that left arm to kill people, and he likes it. That's the thing, he's a sadistic man. Nice snap suplex from Casey McKnight. Going for the pin attempt. Still, this matchup is still going on. McKnight working on Zane Dawson. There you go, just punching that left arm, making sure that left arm is softened up. McKnight finally with the upper hand right here, snap mirror takedown. And you can just tell by the way KC is working in this matchup, you can tell that McKnight has got a point to prove. He's a man that wants to keep that ACPW heavyweight championship around his waist. McKnight back outside the ring, going right back to hurting that left arm. And folks, this matchup, you're not going to want to miss this. We'll finish when we come back. Welcome back. Casey McKnight still with the upper hand right here in this matchup. Casey McKnight raining down blows onto the chest of Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson, at the beginning of this matchup, delivered that devastating lariat to Casey McKnight. I wasn't sure that this matchup was going to go, but Casey McKnight, a man that's not going to give up that easily, McKnight was able to get into this matchup, and it was some tough goings for McKnight for a little while, but McKnight finally getting some momentum behind him, and maybe McKnight can walk out of this ring with that belt still around his waist. Going to lock up that rear chin lock right there. Look at that, just still working on that left arm and the neck region of Zane Dawson. Now with Dawson, Zane Dawson is a guy that is just, he's gonna hurt you. That's the thing, he's gonna hurt you from any angle. And McKnight knows that. McKnight knows that if he doesn't take apart Zane Dawson piece by piece, that he's got no chance of keeping that belt around his waist by the time he hits Tampa. Off the ropes, a spinning heel kick by Casey McKnight. And it's 1, 2. Not enough. Zane Dawson still in this matchup. Casey McKnight has got to work a little bit harder on the Dawson boy. Now, coming up in a couple weeks, we have got Zane Dawson taking on his brother. I want to see how this is. And look at the anger in the face of McKnight as he goes for that devastating MMA type arm bar, trying to break the arm of Zane Dawson. Now, if Zane Dawson doesn't have an arm, and Zane Dawson looks like he's got the ropes right there, but Casey McKnight is not giving up that easily. If Dawson doesn't have that left arm, Dawson is not going to be able to deliver another lariat to McKnight. And McKnight leering right now after that first lariat to start off the matchup. That's some fireworks that we have not seen yet in a matchup between these two men. Look at this. Casey McKnight going for a knife-edge chop to the chest of Zane Dawson. A hammering blow to Zane Dawson. Another blow. And a beautiful European uppercut to finish off that move set right there. And he has taken Zane Dawson for the ride. Reversed. Back. Big clothesline by Casey McKnight. Shades of Zane Dawson himself. Looks like Zane Dawson getting a taste of his own medicine there. 2. Dawson is a man that is not going to give up. He has been wanting this ACPW Heavyweight Championship for a very, very long time. Dawson, I believe that he's called me out to the ring. He's called out Zane. He's called out Casey. Casey with a nice suplex right there. Nice German suplex with a bridge. Not able to get that second one in. But let me tell you a little bit about Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson's a man that you can't predict anything that's going to happen right there. Casey McKnight off the ropes. Under. Casey McKnight. Wow. Big Bruiser Brody-like boot from Zane Dawson, and Casey McKnight is in a vulnerable state. Zane Dawson showing that wild man mentality right here. Hammering down blows. Zane Dawson trying his hardest to eliminate any sort of comeback from Casey McKnight. Zane Dawson is a wild man in the ring. He's a man that you don't want to mess with. If I were to see Zane Dawson on a dark alleyway, I would run the other way, folks. He is that kind of intimidating character here on Midnight Mayhem. Look at him, just choking Casey McKnight with that ring rope. Something you don't want to see to that man right there. That man has been with us through thick and thin. From our old MAPW days, Casey McKnight has been there for us. And we want to be there for him as he retains that ACPW Heavyweight Championship. Look at the meanness in Zane Dawson as he just scrapes away with that forearm, the blade of his forearm, against the face of Casey McKnight, and then hits the ropes, hits him with a big forearm. These are just little maneuvers, these little things, these little details are what makes Zane Dawson such an evil figure on Midnight Mayhem. And you see matches like this, folks. You see the other promotions, you watch other things. They give you pre-packaged 10-minute matchups. We will give you a long-form story each week on Midnight Mayhem. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please follow us. Please like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Midnight Mayhem CW21. You'll see all videos and all sorts of things, exclusives. This month has been Casey McKnight month, put on by our webmaster, Wallace Rogers. And you can see why. Casey McKnight, the Diamond of the Carolinas, is a fighting champion right now. It looked like Zane Dawson just thumbed to the eye, and maybe that could be the opening that Zane Dawson needs to win this matchup. Another boot to the face of Casey McKnight. And you just see the aggression coming out of Zane Dawson. This is a man that's had a chip on his shoulder for the last 3 months here on Midnight Mayhem. Look at Casey McKnight. He's struggling to see right now. Punching Casey McKnight. Punching Casey McKnight. Punching Casey McKnight. Casey McKnight fighting back from his knees. Not giving up anytime soon. McKnight knows that if he leaves here with the most prestigious title here in the Mid-Atlantic, that he will have some momentum going into WWE. Zane Dawson wants to stop that momentum any way possible, slingshotting him into the corner. And both men tired. Both men are struggling. This has been a brutal matchup so far. I don't believe that this matchup's going to get any nicer as time goes on. Zane Dawson back to his feet. Casey McKnight being pulled up by his chin. Zane Dawson setting up. Perhaps a superplex, perhaps shades of Casey McKnight here. Looks like McKnight is going to be in a position that he has had many opponents in over the past few years. Fighting back, trying to get out of this maneuver. And Casey McKnight able to keep Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson hanging on by a wire. McKnight back with a big right hand. Zane Dawson to the ground. Another right hand. Zane Dawson back to the ground. McKnight with that fireman's carry. McKnight with a big Celtic roll right there. And folks, McKnight could still eke out this win. Looks like McKnight going for a suplex right there. A beautiful German suplex. Perhaps going for another one. 2 in a row. McKnight going perhaps for a third one. McKnight. Zane Dawson able to find out of it. I don't know how Dawson is able to get that underway. McKnight going for an exploder suplex right there. But Zane Dawson out of it, going for the lariat. Missing. Casey McKnight with that beautiful exploder suplex. And this could be it, folks. We know Casey McKnight is a suplex machine. He is a man that's known for many types of suplexes. Zane Dawson. With the eye of the tiger right there. He is a survivor. Keeping himself in this matchup. Keeping himself in contention for that ACPW title. Casey McKnight signaling to the crowd that this is over with. He's going to finish this off. He's going to keep that championship belt around his waist. Going for that full Nelson right there. Zane Dawson reversing it. Casey McKnight reversing it. Casey McKnight going for that crossface. That is a maneuver right there that you don't want to be put in. All that pressure on your neck, all that pressure on your chin. That's cutting off all the air. Zane Dawson fighting back with any which way he can. Fighting. Casey McKnight relinquishing that hold. Throwing Zane Dawson right back into that turnbuckle. And Casey McKnight going back to that crossface. That is a painful maneuver, folks. Let me tell you, that is one move that you don't want to be put in. And Zane Dawson able to grab the ropes. Breaking up that hold. McKnight frustrated. Hammering down blows. And there you go. The ref is telling Casey McKnight, big lariat, and that could be it, folks. 1, 2, 3. My God! Zane Dawson, your new ACPW Heavyweight Champion. This is an outrage, folks. This is a shocking turn of events. Casey McKnight has fallen. The mighty has fallen. This is a turn of events, folks. This is one of the most shocking moments we've ever had here on Midnight Mayhem. Zane Dawson, your new ACPW Heavyweight Champion. After 2 years, Casey McKnight has been dethroned. And that man right there is the one to do it. Zane Dawson, the most evil man, the bully of Midnight Mayhem. The riot of Midnight Mayhem. And he is your new champion. I am not looking forward to these next few months here on Midnight Mayhem. I'm terrified of what that man is capable of. I've seen him cause riots. I've seen that man do things that you don't want to repeat. And that man is your new heavyweight champion. This is some dark times for Midnight Mayhem. But still, Casey McKnight, we wish the best of luck to him. We don't want to take anything away from that man right there in the ring. The greatest wrestler to ever have graced Midnight Mayhem. And Zane Dawson, your new heavyweight champ. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have to deal with this on my own. Thank you. Find us on Facebook.